Powered by Riverside.
Hey, what's up, y'all? We're back. Welcome to today's episode of Three in the Key. I'm Jay, and honestly, I was reading through one of our planning documents, and Kaim wrote, "Yo, if two of us are just there, it's okay. Even without a monkey, the show still goes on." I was like, "Monkey?"
Hey, bro, one monkey don't stop no show, bro. Oh, God. Yo, I know that came from a slave master or something. But a slave master was like, hey, yo, honestly, one monkey. But, yo, I'm Kaim, and I'm the host that thinks we are the second coming of Fox Sports 1's First Things First, bro.
Yes,
I know it's
sir.
right, but
Yes, sir.
yes, sir. Hey, we're on
Yes,
our
sir.
way.
Yes, sir. Hey, man, I'm Grant, and I'm the host that thinks we're living in the worst generation of music of all time. All
Possibly.
time.
Possibly.
We're not hyped at all. Nothing drops. Everything drops, and we hate it. Got Sexyy Red dropping. Bro. What's the world come to?
But yeah, so today we're doing an All-Star Weekend recap. Then we got a special second half where we talk about our music hot takes. We'll get back to Sexyy Red on that. And then we'll finish off the second half with what's real and what's not around the league. Stay tuned. What's good? Welcome back to another episode of Three in the Key. Today we got a special one talking about the All-Star Weekend in Indianapolis. And so a lot of things happened. Sabrina v. Steph, another slam dunk win for Mac McClung, the All-Star game, and then, the Celebrity All-Star game, which was actually pretty interesting to me. So, boys, what was the highlight of the All-Star Weekend for you, Grant?
Highlight of All-Star Weekend, it had to be Sabrina versus Steph. That was a very hyped up competition, and I feel like it did deliver because that's one of the only things I watched fully. I feel like when I saw Sabrina go and she put down 26, taking NBA threes, I was like, oh, she might actually beat Steph. I'm like, oh, she might actually do this. But then, of course, Steph came through, dropped 29.
Goat Steph.
Why did we doubt him? But I think that was actually a great event. I feel like it brought in the most ratings. I feel like I watched it. A lot of people I knew watched it. So I think that was a hit for the NBA.
Nice.
Yeah, bro. Steph v. Sabrina. Steph v. Sabrina was the most interesting thing, but I like the 3-point contest as well. I kind of view it all as one. I think it was definitely the skills challenge and stuff like that is fun. I even liked the Rising Stars challenge and the G League team put a little scaring folks. That was really fun to watch. But Steph v. Sabrina, I low-key think they're bold. I think both of them are bold because it only takes one bad round, bro. One bad round where you're bricking and you're gonna get cooked for all eternity. If Steph had lost that competition, bro, especially if he had got beaten by any significant margin, he would have been cooked for all eternity. So I respected him going out there because a lot of people, including my favorite player, LeBron, the rumor is he has not done the dunk contest because if he loses or if he fails, they're going to cook him. And I feel like Steph taking that challenge to go out there and potentially get cooked, but then not. Bro. I swear to God, he hit at least like 10 in a row. We got to the end. I was watching Kenny the Jet Smith was like, bro, he's not your average bear. He's not your average bear. But Steph v. Sabrina was the best thing. And low-key, big ups to the WNBA too, because I feel like stuff like this is very, very necessary for them to grow and gain the fans that they want to gain.
I feel like it was perfect. It was a perfect outcome because Steph won, but he didn't win by a lot. It
Yeah.
wasn't a blowout. It felt like he
No.
could have lost,
He could
but
have
he
lost.
didn't. So he's not getting cooked. I feel like Sabrina put up a great challenge, so she's not getting cooked. Man, I feel like it was just a great event all around.
Sheesh.
Hey, I like that a lot. Now for me, I ever since I was young, I don't know why, but I love watching the Celebrity All Star Game, bro. Like I'm not gonna lie, I love
Ooh.
watching the Celebrity All Star Game. I like seeing who can go out there and hoop. This year was weird to me because yeah, like they tend to have like older NBA players sometimes, or they'll have like athletes from other sports compete. But they had two football players who are damn near in their prime right now, and so they're peak athletes. So they were running around like Puka and Michael Parsons were like cooking everybody else. Like, it wasn't close. And I don't know if Michael Parsons treated it as like a work or like a I don't know 10-day contract or whatever, but this no, this man Michael Parsons put up 30 shots in the Celebrity All Star Game, and I don't think I've ever seen that before. I was like, maybe Kevin Hart back in the day put up like 20, but Michael Parsons, if he got the ball, he was shooting, bro. He was shooting, he was dunking. They were both dunking, and it was just like crazy to me to see because I was like, yo, I'm not used to like athletic moves like that in the Celebrity All Star Game. It's usually like, yo,
No.
like these people are like shooting. They might make some, they might miss some, but those two were like hooping for real.
The Celebrity All Star Game, I think it was good because, bro, we need some more athleticism, some hoopers, bro. I've been watching these celebrities, these non-hoopers, bro. This layups. It's like watching a middle school basketball. It sucks. It's thank God they got some athleticism up in there. You got Micah Parsons going against streamers, bro. It's unfair.
Oh yeah.
It's
I'm
unfair.
looking at the roster. I like how they did the Team Shannon versus Team Stephen A, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 50 Cent on one side, Lil Wayne on the other side. But I didn't get a chance to watch the whole thing, dog. How did Kai Cenat look? Y'all know that's my boy.
Bro.
Hey, yo, shout out Kai Cenat, bro. Best streamer in the game.
They were treating him like Wemby, bro. They weren't passing him the ball.
Okay, first of all, yeah, they weren't passing him the ball, but also he was on the bench most of the time. So, like, there was only so much he could do. I was hyped for him. They had him walking in like Steph Curry, like he was gonna take like 30 shots. He took like 5. Like I don't. They
I
did
mean,
not get the ball.
when you're playing with athletes for real, like you said, Michael Parsons, Puka. Then on the other side, they had I could have sworn CJ Stroud. Yeah, there's his name. CJ Stroud played. Mecole Hardman. Bro, these dudes are in shape too. Like the season just ended like 4 or 5 weeks ago for most of them.
Yeah.
So Mecole Hardman didn't the season just end? Isn't he on the Chiefs?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so these dudes are in peak physical condition, playing against singers and streamers, bro. You know, what are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to do?
Mm-hmm.
I think the WNBA hoopers are hooping too, though.
Yeah.
They always do though. Like
Yeah.
every year when it looks really bad, you know, when people are missing layups and stuff, the WNBA players will remind you, okay, at least somebody knows what they're doing out here.
Yeah, because I was realizing, like, I seen some shorties consistently hitting floaters. I'm like, dang, these celebrities they've been working on their skill game. And I started looking like, oh, okay, they're in the WNBA because a floater is not an easy shot, bro. I'd be in the goddamn YMCA like, yo, if I take this floater, bro, I might airball it. I'm not gonna lie. I would low key rather set my feet and take a 5-foot baby jumper. That joint's tough.
Yeah. But what do y'all think can be done to improve the NBA All-Star Game? This year, it wasn't like every year they start playing less and less defense. I remember when we were kids, bro, the score was not this high, bro. The score was nowhere near this high.
This is crazy.
They used to play for real, and I feel like I personally feel like when Kobe stopped playing is when they're like, this guy takes it seriously, so let's chill now. Let's relax.
Bro, I think it's because of the salaries. The salaries have skyrocketed, and imagine if Jokic goes out there, plays his hardest, and then actually gets injured. That's $200 million getting injured in a game that doesn't matter. So they're really, it's really all about the bread. They're not serious about it no more because they don't want to get injured.
Bro, this was a record. This was a record. The East beat the West 211 to 186, bro. Um, and I don't know what we can do, but this is a take, and this is not my take, bro. I gotta cite my sources. I got this from Nick Wright, but I think he made a great point when I was listening to him, and he said that nowadays we don't give players credit at all for anything unless they win the championship, bro. Like nothing matters except the rings, bro. You suck if you don't win the ring. You're good when you win the ring. That's pretty much it. Like, bro, nobody respects Jokic, bro. MVPs and all that, cool. Joel Embiid, I mean, till he win the ring. Joel Embiid, bro, cool. But we really don't respect him. We look at him as a choker. It's almost like for players like Harden, Embiid, even Tatum right now, but he's young enough where he can change it. The better you do in the regular season, it almost becomes a negative thing because we're really saying, like Lamar Jackson, it's like, dang, you're this good in the regular season, but you can't win the ring, which at the end of the day does matter, but it is a team accomplishment. And I think players these days, in addition to the money, which I think you're right, Grant, I think they're like, bro, I go out here, let's say I lock up in the All-Star game. What's that gonna get me? How's that gonna help my legacy, bro? Like, how is it gonna help my legacy where I need to risk injury? Like Grant said, I gotta put money on the line. I gotta do this stuff. Why would I risk that when if I win this, it's nothing. It's gonna be lost in history. Like we don't say, yo, Mike's the GOAT because of how he dominated that '86 All-Star game, bro. Nobody cares. So I think players these days are just a little bit more. They're a little bit more careful, and they really only play for what they care about. So I think we would have to put some sort of incentive to answer the question, but I don't know what that incentive is. I think people played hard for the 500K for the in-season tournament, so maybe it's money, but I mean, dang, how much money do you need, bro?
Yeah,
50 M's, bro. They're making 50 M's a year. The best player.
Hey man, at least Doc got the dub.
Yeah, Doc Rivers got him a dub.
Doc got the dub.
what's that? His
Snapped
fourth
his
or
losing
fifth
streak.
of the season. He
Yes,
snapped
sir.
his losing streak.
Doc got the dub. But
I
I
am
actually really, bro, I really want to talk about the dunk contest. I really want to talk about that because it's a serious issue. The NBA is bringing up G League players. They got Mac McClung out here like he's a circus animal. Bringing him from
this is
the
Mac
G League.
McClung's time to shine.
Bro,
I'm not gonna
give
lie.
him an NBA contract.
That's what I was
breaking him
I was
out.
like, his incentive should be at least a 10-day. God, couldn't he get
Bro,
like,
but I mean, is he not Buns?
bro? Nah, like
He's
I just feel like
dominating
it's
the G League.
disrespectful. He's like so much better, and also the dunk contest judges were wilding out. Jaylen Brown shouldn't have made the finals.
No,
Jaylen Brown should have lost immediately.
bro, the judges were all over the place. They were giving high scores for this, 50s for this, low scores. I don't know what they were doing, bro. It was crazy. I do think this year's dunk. So last year, I distinctly remember watching the dunk contest with my brothers and my dad. And when we're watching Mac McClung dunk, bro, like, bro, you would think we were at the goddamn game, bro. Like, Mac McClung is doing some dunks. He had a dunk, bro. He touched the backboard on the dunk and dunked it. And we're like, oh, like, it's crazy. This year, I don't feel like I got that same energy. But I actually don't get mad at the players anymore because, bro, this is like the 40th dunk contest. How much stuff can you be reasonably expected to come up with? Like, it's impossible. There's nothing new. How are you supposed to do something new, bro? There's already been 40 years before you. Like, if this dunk contest had happened 23 years ago, it would have been probably the best dunk contest they've seen.
Ooh, best.
Yeah.
It would have been 20 years ago. I think it would have been decent.
Bro, it's not decent. It's great.
Well,
Bro,
actually,
Vince Carter
because back
did a
then
360 windmill.
they didn't have props and stuff like that. They weren't jumping over people, so that's fair. But also, I feel like the props might have made it worse. Like for a while, the props made it like way better, and then like once
I
you
do
like,
agree with that.
so once you plateaued with the props, it's like how many times is somebody gonna dunk over Shaq, bro? Like at least dunk over Wemby.
No,
like,
it did happen multiple times, but it happened multiple times, so we forget. But bro, Shaq is 7'3". Shaq is 7'3", bro, and they're jumping over him. That's low key kind of wild, bro. I can't jump over Shaq.
the issue with the dunk contest is it's only really appreciated by people who can dunk because they know how hard it is. When it's a normal fan, when you're a Jacob from Boston who's never dunked a ball in his life, he's like, well, that's lame. I've seen that on
Like we've
Instagram all
seen
the
it.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I see the pro dunkers doing it all the time. Like that's not impressive to me. It's only impressive to people who can do the dunks and who've done the dunks and they know how hard it is to jump over Shaq. They know how hard it is to do that 360 windmill or that 360 East Bay that Jacob Toppin did. So
Bro, Jacob
I think
Toppin went
it's
under the legs and nobody cared.
no one
I
cares.
thought that was one
I'm
of the best.
telling
about it.
I thought that was one
Bro,
of the best.
I'm telling you right now, if Vince Carter had done that in 2004, bro, we would have been all falling out, bro. That was a crazy dunk.
Yeah.
That was a crazy dunk, bro.
So no one cares anymore. So how do we improve?
Get new judges, and I think there should be a special like one-time use, like 51 you're allowed to use. Because personally, I feel like Aaron Gordon should have won that one year, but they couldn't because they let Zach LaVine went first and he got a 50. And although those were both top tier dunks, I do think that provisional like special case 51 would have helped out Aaron Gordon.
Yeah, like, yo, hey, break glass in case of emergency.
Hmm.
I don't know, bro. I think maybe some form of letting the fans get in on a percentage of the voting will probably be fun. But realistically speaking, dog, I think it's gonna take a radical change. I think they're gonna have to invite I think they're gonna have to invite one player or one non NBA player, bro. One professional dunker every year. Like one of those people that really be on the like this is what they do.
The dunk circuits.
And that'll force the dunk circuits, and that'll force NBA players to try because those dudes will probably start mopping the floor with them.
Yeah.
But realistically speaking, bro, I mean, the market's been saturated, bro. We've already seen too many good dunks. Who's gonna be Aaron Gordon, bro, and Zach LaVine?
I actually have an idea. I was thinking of this. I don't know. Did you guys ever watch Slam Ball?
Yeah, the trampoline.
You think we should have a slam ball?
No. But they had a competition where it was the one-on-one. That person runs up and dunks it, and the person stands under the basket. What if you had
I
the
thought
dunk
about
contest is one person running, like Jaylen Brown trying to dunk, and he has to dunk on like not Rudy Gobert because that'd be OD, but like if he had to dunk on someone like maybe like Jason Tatum.
Yeah,
like dunk on your teammate.
That'd be
hilarious.
crazy.
Like, it's not a spinner, but like you have to dunk over them, and if you
But
make
also, realistically, the dunk contest is also a dangerous ass competition, bro. One wrong fall, you're cooked because they're up, like they're jumping high. There's no mats or anything. It's like you have to land. You have to land. So you know how sometimes they like miss or they like pump fake because at the end of the day, they also have to land after they make that dunk.
Bro, I was thinking that, but I don't think you can make that part of the comp. I do think somebody could do that though, like as their prop. Like somebody could be like, "Hey, yo, come out here and jump with me."
Oh, jump with me.
Yeah, jump with me. See if you can block this joint, because that would be something interesting. Because you don't have to be super duper creative. Because if you dunk on somebody, it already looks cool.
Yeah.
Like Anthony Edwards be dunking on people. He's not going between the legs. It's just cool.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, Mac McClung, 2-time champion.
Yeah, probably the worst one, but
In the G League jersey, bro.
That's sick. That's sick, bro. They
In
couldn't get an NBA jersey.
But that brings us to a wrap. End of the first half. Be right back with half number 2. Welcome back to 3 in the Key. Here we are with halftime. Today we're doing something special, something new. We're talking about unpopular music opinions brought to us by Grant. My last name. I was about to say last name. I was like, yeah,
no personally identifiable information.
No unique identifiers.
Yeah, bro. Identity theft these days.
But yeah, Grant. Go ahead.
So I was talking with my friends, and you see Ice Spice all over social media. People always be like, "Oh, she's bad. Oh, Ice Spice, she's so talented." I'll be like, my unpopular music opinion is, hey man, Ice Spice looks good, but I don't think she's super bad. And I'm not here to slander her. Of course, I think she's a good looking woman, but the hype that I see on social media that is essentially carrying her career, I'm just not understanding it. Bro, I'm not understanding it. She has a nice face.
Bruh.
That's it. For real, for real. I'm actually not the greatest fan of everything else.
All right. Let me talk about this, bro. Cause no. I have to expose Grant, bro. I hate to do it, bro. I don't really want to do this,
Do it,
but
bro.
this man was talking way more spicy before the camera started rolling, bro. His man said, "Shorty doesn't look good." Bro, he came on here like, "Oh yeah, she has a nice face. She looks really good. It's just not upper tier." I mean, nobody's saying she's Lori Harvey, bro, but she is bad. She is bad. Ice Spice, bro, is I think it's the hair for me, honestly. I think it's the hair, but she's neck up, neck down, check, bro. What do you want?
The hair is a gimmick. The hair is a gimmick. You know, what's the word I'm looking for? The thing is, I don't want to be too disrespectful. That's the thing. It's because
Yeah, I feel you.
but-
This is somebody's daughter we're talking about.
yeah. I don't want to be too disrespectful. I think she's a good looking woman. Not my cup of tea. I wish I could say what I want to say, but I'm not gonna say it.
You're lame. All right. Well,
Yeah, bro. This man, why did he bring the goddamn topic up, bro?
You know what?
Okay, I feel like her body's not that put together. Like, it
Oh.
looks like she has curves, but it's not put together that well.
Feel like she's a sloppy
Yeah.
joint.
She's a sloppy. I think she's a sloppy thick,
Hmm.
and that's my
Nah.
personal opinion. So-
Nah, bro. I can't agree with you there.
It's unpopular.
I
It is-
cannot
it is popular
agree
for a reason.
with you there, bro.
Yeah, you know what? You wouldn't be her type either because you're not a nigga that's Nike Tech. So
I never see you in the Nike Tech, bro.
Hey, bro, I'm cool. I'm good.
All right, I'm looking. All right, I chose a fair picture. I feel like I didn't choose the best picture. I didn't choose the worst picture. This is what I feel like. Something where I can maybe understand Grant's point, but I still can't.
maybe I can understand his point. I can't actually.
Yeah, I'm looking at the girl, bro. I feel like Ice Spice. The reason I think she's attractive, bro, is because also, out of all the celebrities, especially in the rap game, I feel like she looks like a girl that I could run into. Like a lot of these girls in the rap game, bro, the hair is so crazy, the nails are so crazy, the makeup is so like insane that they look good, but they look like damn near good looking aliens to me. Like, bro, it's a whole another species of just like a girl who was made to look a certain way. And I feel like when I look at Ice, it's like, dang, I could have ran into Ice Spice at school,
Mm-hmm.
and she have been competing. And I think that for me is low key refreshing. It's low key refreshing to be like, dang, that it almost. And I hate to say this, so maybe you're right in a way, in a backwards way. It almost feels like she's attainable. That's how it feels like to me. It feels like, yo, Ice Spice is actually a regular girl, bro. Unlike like some of these other girls that they don't look real, bro. Like the city girls, bro, they don't look real.
I mean, they're not. They're not. But I think, and it's not. I'm not bashing her looks. I'm not doing that at all. I think from what I see on social media, I think it's super hyped up. Like the way you see videos of people being like, "Oh my god, I'm having a heart attack because I saw Ice Spice," or like can't handle seeing Ice. I'm like, okay, yeah, like, it looks good.
That's a tame video. I see the videos where niggas be barking. They're like, like are you kidding me?
Yeah, the videos.
Hey, bro, look at her, dog. What you mean?
It's like, yo, I've seen people like that out in public. Like, it's a good looking woman, but like, I've seen people like that out in public. I don't understand like the barking and everything, and I feel like it's carrying her career.
Okay.
That's-
Well,
feel
I
like it's
mean,
carrying her career.
that's fairly common. It's
Yeah,
fairly common.
that's what it
Looks will carry you, bro.
I mean, sweetie. So
Oh, sweet. Yeah, sweetie. Does she have any good music?
Name 5 Sweetie songs right now.
Yeah, they find sweetie songs right now.
she got catchy songs, but like one or two. But I'm not. I'm not. All right.
Hey,
But,
man,
I'm not.
I'm just saying.
I'm not
You
going out
gotta-
to look at Sweetie.
All right,
I'm
we
just
can do
saying,
that.
bro. All the pictures we looked at.
Ooh.
Yeah, we need to move on before we go too deep.
Anyway, Kai, what's your unpopular opinion if you have one?
Bro, come back to me. Honestly, come back to me. I can't think of one, bro. I just like Drake. Drake's the biggest artist. I don't know anything else.
He's just right. So my unpopular opinion is that I think Beyonce has gotten, or maybe she already was, but she's at that level with Drake where she can do whatever she wants with the music, and it doesn't matter how it sounds. Like I'm convinced. Like, and I'm not saying the country music that we just heard that she dropped during the Super Bowl was bad or whatever. But I think it's to the point where even if it was, are we gonna say it's bad because it's Beyonce?
It's Beyonce.
You tweet out that that country song didn't bang. Beyonce's fan, the Beehive is on you. They're on you, bro. They're sending out addresses now. Fans are so crazy now that they will find your address, find your place of work. They will ruin your life because you didn't like a song.
I understand that, but that's a respect thing. She earned that. She earned that by being Beyonce. Like Drake and Beyonce have earned that. Because I'll be honest, I think the last few albums that Drake's come out has been I think the last, like, the country music song is Like the house music was a change, but they can do whatever they want now.
We can do what they want.
That's taken 15 years of being in the industry to be able to do that. 15 years of being the top to be able to do that. So, she deserves that. Let them do what they want, but she can do what she wants and still make money. She's lucky. Well, she got it.
I never thought about that, bro, because the Beyonce hype now is pretty much at an all-time high. Bro, there's a grown man I work with that has Beyonce as a screensaver.
I think I hope that's not your friend, but
no, that's actually my man's, but it's okay.
I hope he's not a fan. I hope he's not a fan
of 3 in the Key. Nah, bro, it's cool. I just think the hype now, like, here's really what I'm saying. I like Beyonce. I do think she's one of the greatest, but most of her songs that like I would go crazy for are kind of older. But she's huge, right? Like I feel like she's even bigger right now. And maybe it's because I was a little kid, but like when I was in high school or middle school, I don't feel like the Beyonce hype was as strong as it is right now. Right now, it's just thrown at me left and right, and girls dressing like disco balls and this and that. Everything is just straight Beyonce. So, dang. I think I agree. Because none of these songs are as good as those other songs like Crazy in Love, bro. Something right now. This love's got me looking so crazy right now. I mean, bro, my mom used to go crazy to the old Beyonce, bro. Those are the days.
Joint, bro. That single ladies joint was going crazy.
That's a good one. Okay, I guess I'll come up with one because I have to. I don't really have I couldn't think of like an unpopular music opinion, so I am just gonna take this time to discuss my brother Drake. This is my, I guess, I hope it's not unpopular, bruh. We saw the music video. We discussed maybe discussing that. Sexyy Red should never, ever have any appearances on a Drake album. In my unpopular opinion is that what Drake is doing right now, in my opinion, watering down his music in order to stay number one and relevant with the kids, he's literally rapping himself out of his legacy. Like Drake is one of those ones where like he was gonna go down. Nobody was gonna say he was a better like lyricist than like Kendrick and Jay-Z and all those people. He's a different type of artist. But he was gonna go down as like a legendary artist that a lot of people say is the GOAT just because of how much he can do. But bro, some of this music lately, because I agree with you, Grant, the older music is better than the newer music, but some of this is getting out of control. Like now he's just kidding around, bro. Like this is not a real song. If you want to do this song with Sexyy Red, put it on her album, and then there help her out, bro. Give her the streams. This is not a mixtape, bro. This is a studio album. I don't understand why we get songs like Rich Baby Daddy and like BBL Love and all these other things, bro. Like, bruh, is this a joke to him? I think it's a joke to him at this. Yeah, basically, yes. So I think he's taking the short term Billboard chart position over like his long term legacy, and I wish he wouldn't. I wish he wouldn't.
Legacy doesn't get you bread, so
That's true. That's true. So you can't be mad. He's probably looking at the numbers like, oh, I mean, look at the numbers. I'm running it up.
You know, I don't think Sexyy Red's the worst thing ever. Like I think I don't think it's the worst thing ever. Bro, people like her music. And it's maybe because it's daring, it's pushing the envelope, quote unquote.
is it?
It's something people haven't really heard. So that's why it's getting a lot of views or getting a lot of listens. Bruh, whatever goes on TikTok makes it. He's making TikTok music now.
Whatever goes on TikTok makes it. I'll give you that, bro. I don't think she's daring, bro. I just think like she's not good. I mean, don't get me wrong, like, bro, she's nasty and all that. I get that. And so I had to check myself, like, am I just not liking her because she's saying vulgar stuff? But no, bro. There's good female rappers that still talk their stuff, bro. Nicki Minaj used to say anything, but Nicki Minaj is great.
Mm-hmm.
Sexy, right? Even Megan Thee Stallion is good. Bro, even Cardi B, who I never would have thought I would say, bro. I feel like Cardi B, at least she's a rapper, bro. I don't know what Sexyy Red is doing here. But hey, at least we can't say that, looks are entirely carrying her career. At least we can.
That's a crazy thing to say. What another unpopular opinion? Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows?
I guess that's bringing us to the end of halftime. We'll be right back with the second half. We got more in store. Welcome back for our second and final half, where we're talking about what's real and what's not. Another new segment. Just trying it all today. So,
Yes, sir.
G, I know you got something on your mind. Care to share?
Yeah, it's not really what's real or what's not. I think it's kind of just an NBA take. When I look at the standings now, and it's February 19th, I feel like everything is kind of where it's supposed to be. Like, it's what does Thanos say? Perfectly balanced. Like everything's supposed to be.
Perfectly
I feel
balanced.
like at least the Western Conference, the standings, it's all the teams we thought were going to make the playoffs right now. Earlier in the season, like the Rockets, the Jazz were kind of encroaching in the playoffs. Maybe the only surprise is the Grizzlies, and that's due to catastrophic injuries and issues. and now they're a D League team. But you look at like the Wolves, we thought were going to be in the playoffs. The Thunder, we thought were maybe not be that high, but definitely 6, 7, 5, 6, 7. I think the Thunder were a good lock in. Clippers, Nuggets, Suns, Pels, Mavs, Kings, Lakers, Warriors. These are all the teams we thought were going to make the playoffs before the Lakers and the Warriors were out of the playoffs, out of the play-in, looking like they weren't going to make it, but
looking tough.
they've all gotten their act together. So I think it just looks like what we thought at the beginning of the season.
Yeah, I actually agree with that take. When you said it, I'm looking. If you told me, like you said, if you told me about Memphis's injuries, which is Ja, and you asked me which 10 teams will be in the playoffs, I think these are the exact 10 teams I would choose.
Yeah.
And you would get rid of the Spurs, the Blazers, the Grizzlies. the Rockets and the Jazz are the toughest two teams, but I still think you would do that. So that's definitely interesting. That's definitely interesting because normally you see a couple of surprises. Like the last couple of years, Memphis has been a 2 seed. You see some teams sneaking in there. The Kings were a 3 seed. So that's interesting. I agree. The West is pretty solid. It's going to be a very interesting playoffs.
Mm-hmm. Can't wait.
Should be a good one. Should be a good one.
I think the East, on the other hand, for me is a little different. When I look at the East,
Yeah.
I see the Nets and the Raptors outside the playoffs. I mean, Hornets, Wizards, Pistons, we knew they were going to be trash. So,
Yeah.
the Magic was surprising, but they're kind of falling back into that play-in spot where we all thought they were going to be. I mean, hey, your boys the Hawks. I thought they were a bottom 3 team in the East, and they're fighting for that last play-in spot with the Nets, who just fired their coach. So, I mean, I don't know if that's
bro.
going
Nets just fired their coach, bro. Black coaches just can't make it, dog.
Hey, man. There's a reason.
They do. They are 21-33.
Yeah. I mean, there's no star on that team.
Sure.
Yeah.
There's no star on that team.
What was he supposed to do with that?
So,
Yeah, man.
but I feel like everything. You know, I think my big surprise, probably the Knicks. The Knicks look like a really good squad now. This is probably the best they've looked since Patrick Ewing or Carmelo Anthony. My bad. Carmelo Anthony. So
Patrick Ewing.
Carmelo immediately. Yeah, that's crazy.
This is the best
Before we
they've
were
looked.
born.
Even when Carmelo Anthony was on the Knicks and they were having that great playoff run, it didn't feel like they were gonna go anywhere. Like they knew they had to run into the Celtics. They knew they had to run into other good squads. So
they got to play a big 3 Heat, bro.
yeah, and that wasn't gonna work out for them. So when I see the Knicks now, I mean, you look at who's in front of the Knicks, the Bucks, who are in shambles right now, for some reason. I blame Doc, but the Cavs, who the Knicks beat last year in the playoffs, same Cavs squad.
Yeah.
And then the Celtics, who are the clear favorites to come out the East, but like you said earlier, if you're not winning championships, you can be the best regular season team. No success in the playoffs, no one can trust you. So I can't trust the Celtics yet. Even though they did go to the finals, they just have struggled so hard when it comes to the playoffs. So I think this is the first time in a long time the Knicks have had a real fighting chance of, do I dare say it, making it out of the East.
Making it out of the East? Cool.
It's my take.
So
I think it goes back to Jeremiah's main thing, bruh. Their best player isn't good enough to take it to the finals, dog. Their best player isn't good enough.
We'll see.
I'm sorry.
And it's crazy because I love their best player.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, no, you don't, right? You said Jalen Brunson was Buns and was the second option.
I was just going to say I'm lying because who you guys think the best player and who I think is the best player are two different people.
Oh, yeah, this dude keeps talking about Randle, bro. God dang. What's wrong with him? He keeps talking about Randle.
Julius Randle's obviously not the best player on that squad. It's actually not even funny. Jalen Brunson is leading. Jalen Brunson was the all. Okay, Julius Randle was an all-star. Was Julius Randle an all-star?
Yeah, he was. He was just hurt.
Julius Randle was an all-star. When everyone talks about the Knicks, they talk about Jalen Brunson. They don't talk about Julius Randle.
It is Brunson, bro. It is Brunson.
That's fair enough.
I hate to say it.
They're a dynamic duo. You can't have one without the other. That's what I think.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's what I'll say.
Here's my thing. The Cavs are 2 in the East. Do you think Donovan Mitchell's the number 1 on a championship team?
No. I don't.
No. And actually, bro, I'll take that, bro, because my fraudulent, bro, my what's not real, it is, I'm just going to declare a curse on the 2 seeds this year, bro. I declare a curse on the 2 seeds. First of all, we can start with Cleveland, which is the easier one that most people will probably agree with me on. Bro, I like Cleveland. They're looking great right now. They've been running through teams for like the past 20 games. They can't lose. I like Mitchell a lot. They have other good players out there, Garland and Jared Allen and Evan Mobley. They're a young team and they're solid, but nah. I think that Milwaukee is going through a coaching change. New York has gone through serious roster turnover. Philly lost the MVP. Indiana's probably about right. But then I get all the way down to this 7 with Miami, and right now the 2-7 would be Cleveland, Miami. I put Cleveland on alert to be out in the first round, dog. They're a good 2 seed and all that, but if they go up against Miami, I'm taking Miami. So they better hope they get Chicago or something like that out of the play-in, because they do not want to see Eric Spoelstra, bro, in a 7-game series. I'm telling you that right now. So the 2 seed, I think that's fraudulent. I don't think that's going to stay for the rest of the year. Cleveland, I just don't believe in them. And I think it's because, it's the best player syndrome. We're talking about Jason Tatum at the 1. We're talking about Giannis at the 2. At the 3. Donovan Mitchell doesn't belong right there.
His name is not on the same level as theirs.
Unfortunately. Then we go to the West, where I actually respect OKC, and I think OKC is better than Cleveland. I just think that it's their first year being this good, being like this top tier squad. And I think whoever they play against, unless they get Sacramento, it's going to be a team with some serious veterans that you don't want to see in the playoffs. Like in the play-in, if they get Luka and Kyrie, that'll be close. I don't know if I'm going to take the Thunder in that one. Now, the Thunder probably have a good chance. But more importantly than this is, for the Thunder's sake, obviously I'm a Lakers fan, but for the Thunder's sake, I hope they don't get Los Angeles or the Warriors, bro. If they get the Warriors, I'm taking Steph. No, that's Steph Curry, bro. If they get the Lakers, I'm taking LeBron. And it's the first round. So I think both 2 seeds this year, the Thunder and the Cavs, they're on first round alert, bro. They're on first round alert.
Who do you think is a championship team so far? If you don't think it's the Cavs, don't think it's the Thunder, who is a championship team? Who's a bona fide championship team?
Clippers.
Yeah, the Clippers look good, but I still think they're gonna get injured, bro. I can't allow myself to get my hopes up for a Kawhi Leonard and Paul George team.
I don't know.
But if they make it though. Also, James Harden's a playoff dud.
But this time, he doesn't have to be the first or second option. He has to get the ball to them and then hit a couple shots. So this might be his year.
Bro, I'm going to take the easy way out to your question and say the Denver Nuggets, bro. I still look at Denver, and I still think that when it matters in the fourth quarter, they're hitting shots at a ridiculous rate. They hit every shot that matters in the clutch. So I think they look good. I think the Clippers look good. I don't really believe in the Timberwolves either, but I do think they could surprise me because it's not their first year being good. Like they were good last year. They just played the Nuggets. So what are you gonna do? Like you play the Nuggets, you lose. In the East, bro, I would actually, and y'all aren't gonna like this at all, but I actually would still trust Milwaukee the most. I'll still trust Milwaukee the most. It should be Boston, bro, but something about them. Something about them, bro.
Not like I respect that. I mean, if we don't leave the coaching to Doc Rivers, I would take Milwaukee. Like I gotta be honest with you, bro. If Giannis takes the reins, sure.
Player coach like Bill Russell.
Yeah, player coach. We need a player coach on that Buck squad, and they'll be all right.
That's crazy. All right, bro. Jay, what's yours, dog? What's not real?
What's not real? I mean, it's pretty easy for me. The Chicago Bulls, like they're there and they're in the play-in, so you're kind of like, well, yeah, obviously they're not real. They're in the play-in, but if we compare the not even the East play-in teams to the West, but like who's around them, the Hawks, the Magic, and the Heat. The Bulls had no All-Stars. The Bulls had no All-Stars, bro. Like at the end of the day, the Bulls had no All-Stars. I don't know how they strung together enough games to be above the Hawks, but I guess the Hawks just been choking. But
Yeah.
honestly, if it comes down to it, I'm taking the Hawks.
Yeah, if they play in the play-in, I'd probably take the Hawks too.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. Those last two playing teams in the East are, oof,
Sorry.
they are not competing.
Yeah,
I cut it off on Orlando because Orlando competes. Atlanta's competing, but those boys, the Bulls and the Hawks, are not competing. There's a huge drop off between those games too. The amount of games
hey,
they won.
man, chill. The Hawks are solid, but if the Hawks go against Boston, there will be a slaughter. They better hope they get to that 7th seed and can maybe get 2 games off of Cleveland.
They could.
Yeah, they can get 2 games off of Cleveland. Because the thing is, in the clutch, I trust Trae Young. In the clutch, I do trust Trae Young. I don't know why the team's so bad, but this is the question I have. The Bulls is a great answer, but why are the Miami Heat always so bad in the regular season, bro? Like, since 2020, they're in the Eastern Conference Finals 3 out of 4 years. They're in the finals 2 out of 4 years. And they've never been a 1 seed, a 2 seed, a 3 seed. They be coming from the 5 seed or the 7 seed. What is going on with that?
I think they've
been
just
injured.
Yeah, bro. They get injured like in the beginning of the season, and then like
Every year.
post All-Star break, everybody's healthy and they're playing, and then you're like, yo, this is a squad. But at that point, it's too late, so they get stuck at 7 or 8, and then they face like a 1 or 2, and then the 1 or 2 is like, yo, why are they so good? And it's like,
why are they so good, bro?
they're healthy now, and they have one of the best coaches in the league. Like, honestly,
do.
if I'm Milwaukee, you don't want to see Miami, bro.
No, nobody wants to see
They
Miami,
don't
bro.
want to see Miami. Honestly,
No.
Boston and Milwaukee don't want to see Miami.
No, I know they're praying that Miami gets Cleveland, dog. They're like, yo, please play Cleveland in the first round. Let us get our groove on first, so we can know what it is. We don't want because I think at this point, playoff Jimmy, and I have to say, playoff Spoelstra, bro. At this point, I count Spoelstra. I count Spoelstra as a star in the playoffs. Like if your team has a big 3, but Miami has a big 2, bro, they still have a big 3 because they have Spoelstra, bro. So at the end of the day, you have to be a good amount better than them because they're gonna do weird stuff, bro. They're gonna run the zone.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna start heating up from 3 in a way that doesn't even make sense.
With some random G League player. If there's any coach if there's any coach that needs to give Matt McClung a chance, it's Spoelstra.
Now that's true.
He might work in that system.
He'll probably turn Mac McClung into a 15-point-a-game guy, bro. He got Max Streets paid. He got Gabe Vincent paid.
He got like 5 players paid that season. He got them.
These dudes are paid. Man. But yeah, Chicago, when are they going to blow it up, bro? When are they going to give it up?
Bro, they should have did it last year. They should have did it this year. At this point, they're just holding on to nothing. They're just wasting everybody's time. It's too late. And now Levine and DeRozan are both older. Like, their only hope is that Kobe White wants to stay there and then build around him, I guess. That's...
Yeah.
Dang.
This is a tough organization.
Kobe White's your one?
That's what I'm saying.
They actually have so much talent that it is surprising. Vucevic All-Star, DeRozan All-Star, Levine All-Star, Kobe White really good player, but
that wraps up the second half. We'll see y'all soon.
We appreciate y'all staying with us for the full episode, man. If you made it this far, you're very special to us. Make sure, again, like the video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, man. Follow our show on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music. We appreciate it.
I'm going to TikTok.
See y'all next time.